In a vast forest where sunlight barely pierced through the dense canopy, a remarkable story unfolded. A 2-year-old orphan boy was swept into the forest after a devastating flood destroyed his village. The boy, with bright eyes and shiny black hair, wandered along paths covered with dry leaves, his small stomach growling with hunger. Despite this, he remained cheerful, occasionally laughing when he saw birds chirping on the branches. One morning, while searching for food by a stream, the boy encountered a large brown bear. He stood still, unafraid, gazing at the bear with curious eyes. The bear stopped, observing the boy, then slowly approached. When the bear lowered its head, the boy gently reached out to touch its soft fur. Surprised by the boy's bravery, the bear sensed his fragility and loneliness. Driven by maternal instincts, the bear gently nudged the boy onto its back and carried him to its den. The bear's den was nestled beside a crystal-clear lake where sunlight danced on the water like countless sparkling jewels. Here, the bear raised the boy as its own cub. The bear taught him to pick fruits from trees, find honey in hives, and most notably, catch fish in the lake. This quickly became the boy's favorite activity. Every morning, he would bring a basket to the lake, wait for the fish to swim by, and then, with a quick movement, catch them. His laughter echoed through the forest, bringing joy to all the creatures around. One day, while diving in the lake, the boy discovered a radiant stone lying at the bottom. It was a glowing green gem, emitting a gentle light. He brought the gem back to show the mother bear. The bear looked at the gem with concern and told the boy an ancient legend about the gem of the forest spirit, a sacred object capable of protecting the forest but also attracting human greed. Not long after, the sound of machinery echoed from afar. A group of people began entering the forest to search for the precious gem. The mother bear, worried, hid the boy in a cave, but the boy refused to hide. He decided to protect his home and the animals of the forest. The boy devised a plan. With the help of birds, deer, and wolves, he and the mother bear set traps along the paths. They poured honey to lure people into muddy pits and built barriers from dry branches to block the way. When the group of intruders reached the lake, the boy stood on a large rock, raised the gem high, and shouted, "This is our home! Don't destroy it!" The intruders laughed at the boy's innocence, but when the mother bear appeared behind him and let out a thunderous roar, everything changed. The wolves charged forward, their eyes glowing fiercely, causing the group to flee in terror. After the incident, the gem was returned to the bottom of the lake, and peace was restored to the forest. The boy continued his joyful days with the mother bear, diving and fishing while safeguarding the forest. As he grew older, he became the protector of the forest, deeply connected to nature, as if it were part of his very being. The story of the boy and the mother bear was passed down through generations of forest creatures, serving as a timeless reminder of courage and unconditional love. After the boy and the mother bear restored peace to the forest, life settled into a gentle rhythm. Every morning, the boy would wake up to the sounds of birdsong and the rustling leaves. The mother bear would lead him to explore different parts of the forest, teaching him new survival skills and introducing him to the various animals that called the forest home. The boy's bond with the animals deepened as he grew, and they came to see him as one of their own. One day, while fishing at the lake, the boy noticed something strange. The water, usually clear and sparkling, had turned slightly murky, and the fish were fewer than usual. Concerned, he ran to the mother bear and explained what he had seen. The mother bear's expression darkened, and she led the boy to the top of a hill where they could see the edge of the forest. There, they spotted thick black smoke rising into the sky. Humans had started cutting down trees and burning parts of the forest. The boy clenched his fists. "We have to stop them, Mother," he exclaimed. The mother bear nodded solemnly. Together, they gathered the animals of the forest to devise a plan. The birds would act as scouts, flying high above to track the humans' movements. The deer and rabbits would help dig hidden trenches along the paths leading to the heart of the forest. The wolves and foxes would guard these paths, ready to drive away intruders if necessary. As night fell, the boy, along with the mother bear and their animal allies, ventured toward the edge of the forest. Using the cover of darkness, they began setting up their defenses. The boy, now more confident and skilled, worked alongside the animals, placing obstacles and traps. When morning came, the humans returned, armed with axes, saws, and fire. They were determined to claim the forest for their purposes. However, they were unprepared for the resistance awaiting them. As they advanced, the traps began to take effect. Trenches caused their equipment to topple, and fallen branches blocked their paths. The wolves howled from the shadows, creating an atmosphere of fear and unease. The boy, standing with the mother bear on a rock overlooking the chaos, shouted, "Leave this forest. It is not yours to take." His voice, though young, carried a commanding tone that made the humans pause. At that moment, a flock of birds swooped down, their wings creating a loud whooshing sound that added to the humans' panic. Realizing they were outmatched, the humans retreated, leaving their equipment behind. The boy and the mother bear, along with their animal allies, cheered as the forest was safe once more. However, the boy knew this victory was only temporary. The humans might return, stronger and more determined. He decided that they needed to find a way to protect the forest permanently.
Here's the revised text with correct spelling and punctuation. As he pondered, the boy remembered the glowing gem he had returned to the lake. He turned to the mother bear. "Mother, the gem of the forest spirit, do you think it can help us protect our home forever?" The mother bear's eyes softened, and she nodded. "The gem's power is great, but using it comes with a price. You must be prepared to face the responsibility it brings." Determined, the boy decided to retrieve the gem once more. He dove into the lake and swam to its depths, where the gem lay glowing softly. As he held it in his hands, he felt a surge of energy and a deep connection to the forest. The gem seemed to hum, as if recognizing his resolve. With the gem in hand, the boy returned to the surface and declared to the animals, "We will use the gem to strengthen the forest's defenses, to make it a sanctuary no one can harm." The animals cheered, and together, they began their work, guided by the boy and the ancient power of the gem. Little did they know, their actions would soon draw the attention of an even greater threat, a group of humans with advanced machines and no regard for nature. The boy and the mother bear would need to muster all their courage and resourcefulness to face this new challenge and ensure the forest's survival for generations to come.